Hi and welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're a returning viewer. This is the Curio Stitches Knitter Reacts podcast. My name is Elly and I am the designer behind Curio Stitches Designs and the dyer behind Curio Stitches Yarns. So I'm coming to you from Devon, which is in the southwest of England. Now the Knitter Reacts videos are where we look at other knitting YouTubers and discuss what they're making and the designs and possibly alternative colours, etc. So I hope you enjoy the video. Press the like button, and if you want to keep seeing more of my videos, then click subscribe. Right, let's get on with the show. Okay, so today's episode we are looking at Aro Knits and Purls, and Aro is so sweet. And the episode that we're concentrating on is episode 42, which is her Instant Gratification Forever episode. So I've chosen 3 projects to talk about today. But first things first, let's let Aro introduce herself.
Hey knitters, welcome back to Aro Knits and Purls. I'm your host Aro of Aro Knits and Purls.
And I've made some of my best friends through knitting, and even though my mom didn't realize it then because she worried that it would isolate me so much, it really has brought me the best friends that I have. So I'm very grateful to her for that. And my mom is a good segue into what I'm wearing, which is how I usually start my episodes. What I'm wearing, if you guys, have amnesia, or this is your first time stopping in, hi. If this is your first time stopping in, watch the older episodes for context. But anyway, this is the Dad Sweater by Emily Curtis, or Emily Kurt on Instagram. I have gushed about Emily probably the last 3 episodes in a row, so I will try to keep it to a minimum, other than to say she is an angel. She's so smart, so pretty, so cute. Everything she does is so adorable. Ugh, love that woman. Anyway, okay. This is the dad sweater because she has positive feelings associated with her father and wearing his woolly sweaters and growing up.
Okay, so number 1, the dad sweater. So this is by Emily Curtis, and I've linked it in the show notes down below. Okay, so first things first, the pattern itself is $9, which is approximately £7.63 with today's conversion. It goes up and down all the time. It is worsted weight yarn, knit on 4mm needles, and then there are both standard and broad versions for the shoulders. I would knit the broad version because I've actually got broad shoulders. And the pattern is sized from 36 to 68 inch with 6 to 9 inches of positive ease. Now, the one that Aro was wearing is stunning. However, I can't wear very, very pale colours. And I know a lot of other people can't either. So if I was to knit a jumper like this, for me, it would be an excuse to bring out all the crazy brights. So, all those variegated yarns that you look at and you have no idea what to do with. This is the perfect jumper to do that with, because you're not going to lose details, because it's a very simple jumper and it's designed to be very simple and loose. So this is the perfect jumper to use your variegated, your semi-solids, your brights, your speckles, those jumpers that you think, oh, I don't know if I'd wear this, but actually you would, because the jumper's really comfortable. So I would use sort of dirty colours, maybe, so sort of browns and greys. I know that Malabrigo have got a really nice one, and then maybe I would use like purple with hot pink speckles or something, or even knit it as a rainbow, start at one end and go all the way down through the body to do, so start at red and go down through purple. And if you want to have it as like a gay pride type jumper, which would work amazing, you could even do like the collar as the circle on the new flag, and then work your way down through them like that. Just an idea. So let's see what she's doing for number 2.
And then I ended up casting on for the Felix pullover. The Felix pullover by Amy Christoffers, or Savory Knitting. And it's been on my list of things to do for a long time because it's a simple raglan. It's got a nice lace detail along the raglan increases. And you guys know I love a good simple raglan. And my God, I finished this in 3.5 days. Yeah, 3.5 days.
Okay, so number 2 is the Felix pullover, and I'm actually wearing mine today. So I've put on a grey t-shirt underneath so that you can see the lace weight because I've knit it in black and it's too cold yet to go without. So this one I knit in Cascade in their Hollywood, so it's black and then it's got multicoloured speckles. I did super long sleeves, so even with my arms up it stays there because I like a long sleeve, and I can sort of pull it down and be all squishy warm. I did a slightly cropped version. I did it as per the pattern, but it turned out quite cropped. Now I'm not tall, I'm only 5'2.5", and it sits just at the top of my jeans, so I do constantly find myself pulling it down. The Felix pullover also is $7, which is £5.94. Now, the big thing I have about the Felix pullover is I love it, but it's not size inclusive. Yes, it's very size exclusive. The finished size, she has 5 or 6 different sizes. The smallest size is a 39-inch finished, which is the one I'm wearing. And I have got 8 to 9 inches positive ease. And the largest one is a 57-inch. Now, you're supposed to have about 6 inches. So if you've got a 50-inch or above bust, chest, torso, rib cage, this is not the pattern for you. And although I will be knitting another one, it's very conflicting because as a designer, I deliberately make all my patterns up to a 72-inch size for here, irrelevant of whether you have cleavage or no cleavage, or a little bit or lots of it. I want my customers to be able to look at my patterns and know that, you know, I've got a 70-inch bust. Brilliant. You can still knit this pattern and it's graded appropriately. There is no excuse anymore for patterns not to be size inclusive. Just my take on it. And I will not get off a soapbox about it. I do not feel it is okay for only thin, petite people to be able to knit all the patterns. So yeah, people need to do better. However, I do want to knit another one because I would like to see this in a lovely deep purple, which I have. It's sort of a heathery purple. Ara's colour is stunning. I actually have a very similar colour that I dye. But again, it's too wishy-washy for me. It looks lovely on her, don't get me wrong. But Ara's she's got nice pink undertones to her skin. I don't. So I need mine to be a lot warmer or cooler than wishy-washy. I think you could knit this jumper in any colour that exists, that is a plain colour or semi-solid. I'd even say a nice speckle yarn, you know, a light speckle like Hedgehog Fibres does. That would look amazing. And maybe do a plain black one because everyone needs a black jumper. I wouldn't knit this in white but I know that lots of people would. So maybe a sort of more cream, like a natural, just trying to see if I've got a neutral colour. Sort of an undyed yarn colour maybe, as opposed to actually white. That would look lovely. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the little pictures I've been putting on screen again. Okay, let's see what number 3 is going to be.
I looked around at my sizable stash, and I remembered that I had a sweater quantity that was custom dyed by Sarah of Craft Me Not Yarn Co. And it was custom dyed, so the colorways, I can't tell you the colorways, I just know they're for RO. Yeah. They're custom dyed. So my friend Megan and I, as a refresher, we got them custom dyed by Sarah for a very specific project. It is the red Viburnum pullover by Olga Putano. And this is the finished yoke. I managed to do this, literally got this far, beginning to end, 24 hours.
So, I feel sorry for Ari because she's been so poorly, but she still knits like the wind. The red Viburnum pullover by Olga Putano. So again, I will link the pattern down below. The pattern is $8.50, and that roughly goes to £7.21. I'm not sure what the euro conversion is because Ravelry doesn't show me. All the links down below are links to Ravelry. So let me know if you need a non-Ravelry link, and I'll try and find one. But I will also link their Instagram handles. Then you can find the links through them. Okay, so the red Viburnum is in Aran Weight. Again, it's on 5 and 6mm needles. The finished size, it's got 9 sizes, and it goes from 36 inch to a 68 inch. I'm looking at my notes. So you need a main colour and 2 contrast colours. Now, just because it's called the red Viburnum doesn't mean it has to be red. I would take this as a way of saying I love those sort of pinky orange roses. So I would use, you know, a neutral colour like the cream or whatever with green, but I'd use a slightly darker green, and then I'd use that sort of peachy pink colour. Basically insert whatever colour your favourite flower is for this top, and I think that it would look stunning. So if you like yellow daisies or you know, blue poppies or white roses even, you know, Purls, put your favourite colour flower in it and you will love this jumper. It doesn't need to be as Christmassy as it first looks when you look at it. That was my instant reaction, was this is a Christmas jumper, but it's not. I'd even go as far as saying use a like a semi-solid or a tonal green so that you get more of like the leaf pattern, and then maybe even with the, you know, the secondary contrast colour as well. So instead of the, you know, the green, so use a sort of a white yarn which has got loads of green flecks in it, speckles. Have a play. Or I would do it, the main colour would be completely black, the leaves would be charcoal, and then the flowers would be a lighter grey. I think that would look stunning. Just my take. Okay, so that was episode 2 of Knitter Reacts. I hope you'll be back here again next Tuesday to see who I am talking with you guys about then. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.